Have you ever been on a flight, looked out the window at the clouds, and wondered what it would be like if there were no pilots in the cockpit? Just you, the other passengers, and a sophisticated AI flying the plane. It sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, right? But what if I told you that this future might be closer than we think?
Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of autonomous passenger planes.
What would happen if the pilots disappeared, and how would it change the way we travel forever? First, let's get one thing straight. The idea of a pilotless plane isn't as radical as it sounds. Modern aircraft are already incredibly automated. Pilots spend a significant portion of any flight, especially during the long cruise phase, simply monitoring systems while the autopilot does the heavy lifting. The technology for takeoff, flight, and landing is largely in place. The real challenge isn't just about the tech. It's about us. Can we, as passengers, trust a machine with our lives at 35,000 feet?
Imagine this scenario. You book a flight from New York to London. When you get to the airport, the check-in process is seamless, all done through your phone.
You walk onto the plane and there's no cockpit door because there's no cockpit. Instead, that space is used for extra legroom seats or maybe even a small lounge area. The pre-flight safety briefing is delivered by a holographic AI assistant. As the plane pushes back from the gate, a calm computer-generated voice informs you of the flight path and weather conditions. The takeoff is smoother and more precise than any you've ever experienced. Why? Because the AI has analyzed thousands of data points, wind speed, runway conditions, aircraft weight, to execute the perfect descent. There's no room for human error. During the flight, the experience is transformed. With no need for a dedicated cockpit crew, the cabin crew's role could expand. They would be highly trained in emergency procedures and customer service, becoming more like flight managers. The AI would handle all the technical aspects. Turbulence? The AI can predict it with much greater accuracy using real-time atmospheric data from a global network of sensors, adjusting the flight path to avoid the bumpiest air. This means a smoother, more comfortable ride for everyone. Think about the efficiency gains. An AI pilot can calculate the most fuel-efficient route with a level of precision a human can't match. It can fly planes closer together in designated sky lanes, increasing airspace capacity and reducing delays. This could make air travel significantly cheaper. Suddenly, that spontaneous weekend trip to another continent doesn't seem so far-fetched. The cost of a ticket could drop dramatically because airlines would save billions on pilot salaries, training, and layover costs. Air travel could become as common as taking a bus. But what happens when things go wrong? This is the question on everyone's mind. What if an engine fails or a critical sensor malfunctions? This is where the true power of a connected AI network comes into play. A single autonomous plane isn't just one brain. It's part of a global hive mind. If one plane encounters an issue, it instantly shares that data with every other plane in the fleet and with ground control. The central AI, a supercomputer on the ground, could analyze the problem in milliseconds, drawing on the experience of millions of flight hours, and provide the optimal solution. It could even be that a human pilot, located thousands of miles away in a state-of-the-art control center, could remotely take over the aircraft like a highly advanced drone pilot. We wouldn't need two pilots for every single plane in the sky. Instead, a small team of elite sky wardens could supervise hundreds of flights at once, ready to intervene only in the most extreme and unforeseen circumstances. The security implications are also huge. A sealed, inaccessible autonomous system would be virtually impossible to hijack in the traditional sense. There would be no cockpit to breach. The entire flight system would be protected by layers of advanced cybersecurity, constantly monitored for any threats. This could make flying safer than it has ever been. Now let's be realistic. The transition won't happen overnight. It will be gradual. We might first see single-pilot cockpits on cargo planes, where passenger anxiety isn't a factor. As the technology proves itself, we could move to single-pilot commercial flights, with the second pilot replaced by a sophisticated AI co-pilot. The final step, fully autonomous passenger flight, would only happen after decades of proven safety and a major shift in public perception. This future of travel would also reshape our world. With cheaper, more accessible flights, Cities could become more interconnected. People could live further from their workplaces, commuting by air.
It could boost tourism in remote locations and foster greater global understanding as more people have the means to explore different cultures. The very concept of distance would change.
Of course, there are ethical and societal questions to address. What happens to the hundreds of thousands of pilots?
There would need to be a massive effort to retrain pilots for new roles, perhaps as remote operators, system supervisors,
or in entirely new aviation fields we haven't even thought of yet. And we have to decide who is responsible when an AI makes a mistake. Is it the airline? The software developer? The manufacturer? These are complex legal and ethical mazes we'll need to navigate. So as you step off your imaginary pilotless flight in London, feeling refreshed after a smooth, quiet journey, you look back at the plane. It's no longer just a metal tube.
It's a testament to human ingenuity. The journey from the Wright brothers' first flight to a fully autonomous global aviation network is a long one.
But every step is taking us closer to a future where the sky is not the limit but a highway of endless possibility. The pilotless plane isn't just about removing the pilot. It's about reinventing flight itself, making it safer, cheaper, and more accessible for everyone on Earth. What do you think?
Would you be first in line to board a pilotless plane, or would you want a human in the cockpit? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this glimpse into the future, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of tomorrow.